Hello YouTube, how are we doing? How was our trading week? I welcome you guys to another episode of Checking Charts. And you know what we do right here on Checking Charts. I go through my previous trade that I took, and also I give you guys, what I am anticipating for next week. I let you guys know what I am looking at for next week. Okay, if this is your first time coming across this channel, do well to like, share and subscribe. Help us get to thousands of people out there. Okay, and also try to leave a comment. Let's interact, let's know what's happening. Okay, and you guys know I keep this thing real. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna see you on the other side. Peace out, guys. Welcome to my screen, guys. Okay, so right now we are on the daily time frame, and on the daily time frame we are ranging, kind of ranging. So you will go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so for those who do not know, okay, I have decided to tweak some stuff here, and the time frame is one of them. I trade exactly the same way, break and retest of EMA cloud and price action. Okay, I just had to change the time frame, and mind you, this strategy can be used on any time frame you desire to use it on. Okay, so whichever one you prefer and how you want to use it is all up to you. I have decided to tweak little things, and I have decided to use the daily, the 4-hour, and enter on the 30 minutes time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you will notice that here the range is more obvious than it is on the daily time frame. We are bouncing off of this resistance here. You can see when we get here we drop, when we get here we buy, when we get here we drop, and when we get here we buy back. So price got here. Okay, so I'm going to show you the trade that I took last week. So I saw price around here, and that was when I was like, okay, we have been bouncing from here. We bounce, you can see we bounce, and as we go to again, I believe we're going to bounce down again. And also I saw these 3 candle that's printed here, and in chart pattern, this is what we call evening star pattern. Okay, this bullish indecision, then a bearish, and this is happening on a resistance level. And if we go back to the daily time frame, we are going to notice something that's happening here. I also noticed that the daily time frame also created a resistance, and we have been bouncing off of this resistance as well. So this was an extra confluence for me. Okay, so seeing this, I had to drop down to the 30 minutes time frame. So right here on the 30 minutes time frame, you can see that our cloud EMA was very bullish. So I waited for a crossover, which we had right here. So I usually wait for crossover and a retest, and you can see this candle also did that retest. And what I did was that I entered at the equilibrium of the candle, and I used around 25 stop loss, and I was targeting a 1:3, and you can see that right here we smashed TP. Okay, this trade was the trade that helped me to get my first payout, and also put me up 5% on my good funded phase 1 challenge. Okay, so this trade hit take profit, and I'm glad it did, because it helped me to get my first payout. So on since Wednesday, then on Thursday I woke up very late. Okay, I woke up late, so I couldn't take any trade around here. Okay, because it was even too far gone. All right, the trade was too far gone. If it had happened somewhere around there, it would have even be better, but it's look at where it happened, at the middle of the range, and that's not what I want. If I want to take any trade, okay, when the market is ranging, I always want to take it very close to the support there, and if it's in the resistance, I always want to take it very close to the resistance right there. So currently I took this trade on Friday, and I'm still in this trade. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, you will still notice that we are still playing around our resistance level. Okay, look at this candle, look at this first one, indecision. look at this one, indecision, look at this one, indecision, and you will know that, notice that this is happening on the resistance. So I will go to my 30 minutes time frame, and right there on my 30 minutes time frame, I was anticipating for this my cloud EMA to change from bullish, to bearish, and that is what happened here. Look at my trend line that I drew there. My trend line also got broken, and also I drew this little zone right there. I was anticipating this level to get broken, and once we break, okay, then it is another conference for me to be able to take this trade, and that's what happened. You can see we broke that level. We did not just break with this one, we also broke with this one as well, and after the break we got a retest. I did not enter immediately because I didn't want to enter on Friday because of spread. Okay, spread has really dealt with me. Spread will just come and even if I want to lose the trade and I risk 1%, I go and lose 2% because of spread. Okay, so I was like, I didn't want to take it. But when I came to the chart, I noticed that when I did my back testing, I did not look at spread. I did not look at anything. I always take my setup whenever I see it. So I just decided to take my setup and forget about what spread is going to do, and I decided to accept the fact that spread or no spread, I'm just going to take my trade, because when I was back testing, I did not do spread or whatsoever. So I decided to set a limit order around here with 21 pip stop loss, and target 1 is to 3. Okay, currently this is the situation of the trade right now, and hopefully I just hope spread does not come and spoil this one again for me. But even if it does, I will just move on and then look for another setup that I can take. So this trade, I'm going to keep holding it and see how it's going to develop and see the outcome next week. Hopefully we get to drop at least to drop and be able to bang another 3%. If we get stopped out, then maybe I can decide to look for another opportunity. So this is just all that I have right now. Nothing much is happening on GBP/JPY because the market is just ranging and so many indecision, and I have to be very careful. And what I am doing is I buy at a resistance. Okay, price must be at that resistance. I don't want to buy in the middle. Okay, it must be close to the support or close to the resistance. So that is going to give me a higher confidence to do something that I know that okay, when I'm buying, I'm not wasting my money. And there's something else that I also did here on the 4-hour time frame. You will notice this range. Okay, I marked out a range, and let me use this, the range starting from this place, this level here. This level to this level right here, and if you notice, okay, this is a premium level and this is a discounted level, and you can see we are still above a premium. Okay, so we are still in the premium. I am still very confident holding this trade, and I believe we are going to hit TP. I just pray spread doesn't come and just destroy this trade entirely for us. Okay, this is all for checking charts. And okay, if you have any stuff you want to relate with me, do well to leave it in the comments section, and I will do my best to reply. Okay, and I hope to see you guys next week for another episode of checking charts. Well, so far so good. This month I have never had a losing week. First week I did around 1%. Second week I did 3%. Last week I did 1%, and this week, to the glory of God, I did 3%. So total I've been up 7% this month so far. Very good return. Okay, very good return in my own opinion, and I hope to continue this way, and I also hope you guys also are learning something and you are growing as I am growing. So guys, I'm going to see you guys next week with another trade, with another banger, with another hit, and I am going to come back if I have another payout or something really important that I want to say to you guys. So thank you for your support, and thank you for your likes, thank you for your share, and thank you for staying from the beginning to the end of this video. And I'm going to see you next week. Have a great one, guys. Cheers, guys.